Howdy, partners. What's up, guys? My name is Jason, and you're watching Ray of Light Tarot. I'm back in business finally. I had to take a few days off for some personal reasons because my puppy, Bentley, was not doing very well health-wise. He's an old fella, and sometimes these things happen. I'm just happy he's still with me. He's still in the land of the living because I'm going to have to find some new motivation to stay alive once that boy's not by my side because he is definitely my best buddy. Anyway, he's okay. He's okay, but he's 13 years old, so you know, old age is starting to get the better of him, but he's a fighter, man. He doesn't give up. Anyway, this is going to be the reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of May 2020. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome, guys. So we're going to see what's going on with you guys, Cancer, for May 2020. I know we're already a few days into May, but that's okay. We just had May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you all. I hope you're enjoying. Those of you who are Star Wars fans, I hope some blessing of Star Wars proportions happen to you. Anyway, what I'm going to do to kick this thing off for you guys, for those of you who are Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and your soulmate, is to pull an animal spirit oracle for you guys. Okay, so let's see what's coming out on that. Need to throw some glasses. Pisces I already did for May, so you can find that in the playlist. And Leo will be next after Cancer, so probably tomorrow sometime. But Pisces is up. Show me Cancer and their soulmate. Thank you. Welcome. Wow, guys, this could be a twin soul connection for you guys. You have the otter spirit representing the connection, Cancer. The otter spirit is very much a card, a twin soul card. It's not just soulmates. This is those two little otters forming a heart, and they're destined for each other. And see, with the otters, it's not always a sexual chemistry so much. This is a love chemistry. It's a heart-based chemistry. And when the heart connection is strong, all the other stuff falls into place when it's supposed to. But this is a connection that's going to feel different than your typical, ooh, you're hot, I'm attracted to you. This is that recognition, divine recognition connection. And it's a heart-based connection that's very much heart and soul. So you may not even kiss or do a lot of physical things for quite some time in this kind of connection. That comes secondary. This is a very strong heart-based connection, Cancer. Could be with an earth sign or a water sign. Very much Scorpio energy here as well. You're coming out as the snake spirit, and your partner is coming out as the koala spirit. A lot of fives here in this connection. So this connection is going to be marked by change, you know, fast moving change, unexpected changes. A lot of this connection is going to be painful until you get to the union portion, which may not come until later on. This is the kind of connection where you could have a lot of cycles of in and out, running, chasing. And I'm not talking about the mini cycles that players and people who don't take things seriously go through, where they're in and out every other week. I'm talking about periods of time together and long periods of time apart because of wounds that come up. This is two people that take the connection very seriously. Lots of fives here. So there's a lot of changes happening, rapid changes. You're being told to heal and heal. If you're not with this person right now, it's time to heal. If you are with this person right now, it's time to heal. It doesn't matter. It's time to heal. It's time for you to focus on what makes you special, okay? What makes you special and different from everyone else. I see someone trying so hard to be the ideal. Cancer. Some of you are trying so hard to fit the ideal for what you think your soulmate or twin soul wants or what they're attracted to. Don't do that. All those other people that they may be attracted to for specific physical reasons, you're different. You're the diamond in the rough. There's not a thing you can do. There's nothing you can do physically to be more attractive to them. They are attracted to you physically. Yes, you're beautiful, you're handsome, whatever it is for you. Yes, they're attracted to you, but that's not the basis of this. You're wasting your time, you know, running around the track and doing all this stuff to try and better yourself for this person. This person sees you in a way no one else sees you, and nothing you can do is going to make them see you any better. What you can do, because it's a soul-based connection, is focus on the things about yourself that heal you from the inside out, that cause you to be able to give and receive love in a balanced and reciprocal manner. That's what will fix this connection, not the physical. You can't dress this up. You can't dress this up, Cancer, okay? Just know that. Your soulmate or twin soul in this case has really gotten on their path. Spirit has a real plan for them. I see them really becoming someone who is spiritually connecting, and they're really curious now. They're wanting to learn how to be connected. This someone has strong air and strong earth in their chart. Okay, I feel like I identify with this energy, so it could be someone with strong Virgo and Gemini energy. Dressing up is awesome, Wendy. I love dressing up too. We all like to look good. For the people that I'm connecting to who are literally trying to better their physical appearance because they think it will make this person be more attracted to them or want them more, you're wasting your time. I say I'm all for bettering yourself in every way, physical, spiritual, everything. But if you want this to work, it's got nothing to do with the way you look. Nothing, like literally nothing. Most relationships have something to do with appearance. This one, zero. It's really special. I know you are, but I still have to say this. It's really special, guys. It's really special. Okay, so what we're going to do is pull some tarot. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source, spirit, angels, archangels, spirit guides, ancestors. Thank you, archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Thank you for allowing me to connect. Thank you for the clear and direct messages. Yeah, sorry, guys. My humor is not what it normally is today or the past couple of days. Like I told you guys, with Bentley and the health problems he's having, I'm just not connecting to the humor right now. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit down, I have to admit. Just not ready to say goodbye to my baby. That's my buddy. That's been my best friend for 13 years. I don't know, he'll always be my buddy. He'll always be with me in some way, but you start to think about like, okay, that's 13 years of my puppy incarnated and with me, and now he's gone. Like that period of time is forever done, right? What was like, why? Can it last a little longer? I don't know. Show me the energy for the soulmate of Cancer for May 2020. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, your soulmate is really, really getting into the spiritual side of their essence and their life, their purpose. I'm really seeing a lot of this for them. That koala bear about the spiritual plan, and then they come out with the high priestess. Nice. They are really, someone's really awakening to the higher purpose behind things, the higher meaning, the deeper meaning. It's really beautiful. This will make you really happy, Cancer. You could be dating you could be in love with or be the soul partner or twin soul of a Virgo or Gemini. Strong air. I mean, pretty much everything's here except fire is not showing up much. Definitely air and earth for me, though. Overall energy for your soulmate is the Ace of Pentacles. This person, like I said, it's like they're having this new beginning come in where it's like a recognition for them, right? They're zeroing in, they're going, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. See, this high priestess here, the divine feminine, which would make you the divine masculine. You could be a female and be the divine masculine, them a male and the divine feminine. It has nothing to do with your gender. I would say, based on my connection, I would be probably the divine feminine because I was the first awakened. I was the dumb person chasing when I didn't understand things of the spirit so much. And especially, I think a lot of people who do that, who have never been a chaser like that before, where you've always been kind of the opposite, where you're being chased, it's so strange to get that sensation. This person's, it's the same way for them, but it's the opposite. They're connecting to their feminine side, and if they are not the divine feminine, but they're connecting to this, it's very interesting to them because they're suddenly learning to sit in that wisdom and not feel the need to act upon it, which is very interesting for a divine masculine, to sit in the wisdom, to sit in that connectivity and not feel the need to be reactive or responsive to it in any physical way is a very interesting thing to learn. And it's also to, even when they do, still feel the need to be reactive or responsive to it, to resist that response, to resist that need to respond. It's an interesting thing I'm getting from this card. So for a lot of you, your soulmate is the divine masculine, but they're being really coming into contact with their divine feminine energy. And they're learning some really beautiful things about response, and the necessity in sort of sitting comfortably in your knowing, which is what I talk to you divine feminines about already all the time, right? They've also got this Six of Swords energy and the Hanged Man in reverse. So what's beautiful about this is before this sort of opening up of spiritual wisdom, they were the soulmate. Your soulmate Cancer was in somewhat of a place of sort of a spiritual stagnation. They weren't making a lot of progress, but look what happened. In that hangman energy, what comes in every time is enlightenment, and that's what's allowing them to move forward in the near future. So they will be moving forward from this energy, but not from it, with it, because they're going to be moving into a very calm, peaceful place that, although it's not going to feel like upheaval and hectic and all of these things that this divine masculine has in the past associated with positive change. They think they've always expected for anything good to end up coming, there has to be just upheaval and almost this drama and just things going up in the air. No, they're learning, no. To get to that change that you want and to come into this progressive energy of bringing in the things you desire, it can happen through a peaceful calm, a flat, calm ocean, right? What's beneath the surface is so much stronger. They're learning to balance both of these energies, the feminine and then the masculine. These are the spiritual or physical manifestations of a very spiritual energy, right? So the magician here, that's that Virgo and Gemini energy. It's about communication. The high priestess is about the opposite of communication. It's what? Knowing, inner knowing. That internal knowing, that intuitive energy. This is communication. It's taking that intuitive energy, right, and communicating Mercurial energy, Virgo, Gemini, Mercury ruled signs. What are they doing with the magician? They're taking that energy that flows and they're harnessing it and they're using it to bring into the 3D the things which you and they desire, what they want to build with you. And that's power right there. Amen, Brother Ben. Skinned a rabbit and plucked a hen. Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups coming in, and it's coming in just in the nick of time. So what this person is doing, look at this. This is really beautiful. If you look at this Cancer, what's happening with your soulmate in May, connecting to spiritual wisdom. Learning how to sit in that wisdom and become strong. Learning how to harness that wisdom and use it to invoke energy, to manipulate, to bring about what they want. What is it they want? They want the Ace of Cups. They want a new beginning. They want to bring themselves out of the Two of Swords and you out of the Three of Swords. Them out of the lack of action and going after their heart's desire. You out of the heartbreak, the betrayal, whatever all of this is. There's been lack of action for them, heartbreak for you. Or there's been heartbreak for them and lack of action for you. Whatever it is, they're manifesting a new beginning in love, which is allowing both of these cards to go out the window. This, my friends, is called the Magician card, upright and in a good reading. Sometimes the Magician card can be a real weasel. Seriously, sometimes I can look at the Magician card. I can look at the Magician card and it can be really good. Or I can look at the Magician card and he can feel like a weasel, a trickster, right? This is not a trickster. This is your divine masculine learning how to harness energy and learning how to what? Go after what he wants, which is what? You. Now, this person's also learning that patience. See, this is what's so beautiful about this transition. Learning to harness, learning to connect to the truth, wisdom. Coming out of this ability to sit still, but coming out of it with enlightenment and learning how to use that energy with the magician. 3 majors here. Learning how to use that energy to go after what they want. Spirit's giving them a gift at the same time. Divine timing is this. Divine timing is when your person learns how to harness the energy within them, and Spirit offers this new beginning in love all at the same time. That's divine timing. Paths colliding just when they're supposed to, intersecting when they're supposed to, allowing a change. The heartbreak, the betrayal is going, it's falling away, it's healing. This inability to make a decision, this inability to see clearly their divine feminine is gone. It's going away. They're moving into calm waters. They're also at the same time carrying forward that hanged man energy of patience, because they understand. Now that they understand this, they're not worried about, well, when's it going to happen? Well, when's this? And you are called to not worry either, guys. The more you're worried about when something's going to happen, how much longer do I have to wait? That's a blockage. I'm telling you guys, if you're sitting here watching this reading going, well, I hope maybe they're going to come back. Like, are they going to call me? You're blocking it. No, they're not going to do it. You're blocking it by sitting here in your mind wondering about it. That is literally forming a block which will stop your soulmate from being able to come back to you. Now, you could chase them down. You could call them. You could shift the energy by butting into what's happening, what spirit is trying to do, and bring them back in if they're willing for another cycle and repeat the same thing. Do you want to do that? If so, why? Why repeat a cycle? It's not going to do anybody any good. What you need to do is learn to sit in this energy. Learn to sit in this energy. Learn to be at peace with it and let spirit do its job. This is a beautiful, your soulmate side is really, really beautiful here, guys. This is really good, Cancers. I like to see how those major arcana are all leading the soulmate on a divine path. That's really special. Awesome. Awesome, Scorpio. That's really cool to see that. It feels, if you're the soulmate, the energy feels lovely. That's right, Wendy. That north, and not only the North Node Gemini energy, but having come out of the new moon, that was really interesting. The new moon in Taurus was such a strong energy of purpose, especially for feminines. And now this North Node of Gemini, there's a lot of purpose for soulmates, twin souls, all of it. The purpose, the people getting in line with their purpose and going, oh, I can't stay in this situation 1 second longer. I cannot let this stand because this is not my heart's desire. This is not my fulfillment. This is not my path. I will not do this. I will stop disrespecting myself right now. But also, it requires patience, guys, because if you're stuck in a situation that you've gotten yourself in, you have to find the right way out. Okay? So don't be too impatient with yourself or with anyone else. Show me what's going on with Cancer in May 2020. Because that Seven of Pentacles, guys, that came out at the end of the reading for your soulmate, Cancer, that suggests the need for you and the ability for them to be patient. There's a new energy of patience that maybe wasn't there so much before. You can say, well, I've been waiting for a year. I've been patient. Well, you maybe, I don't care if you've been waiting 10 years. There's a difference between being patient and waiting and not being. If you are waiting and if you're being patient, you don't even feel like you're waiting because you're focusing on all your happiness, your joy, your gratitude. And you know that whenever it's time, today, tomorrow, next year, that you two will your paths will cross again. And you're just so fulfilled in your own life that it only doesn't matter when, how, why. You just trust that it's going to happen when it's supposed to. You guys are already mirroring each other. Look, you both have the Ace of Pentacles. They had it and you have it. You both have that for your overall energy for the month of May. That's literally like along your path, there's something of value being offered by Spirit, a gift being offered to you. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, Scorpio's showing up here. Whoever the Scorpio was, death. Scorpio, you're showing up in the Cancer reading. So Cancer, you're really paying a lot of attention to them and they're paying, you're both watching each other is what this feels like. We have the Page of Swords here. So it may not be that you're both looking all at each other's social media and stuff. Sometimes watching someone can just mean that you're really paying attention. I love Water Baby. It just means, it could mean that, oh, I'm not checking on them. We just feel very connected. You know what I mean? So that's very special. Water Baby is awesome. Cancer, you could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. What you're doing here, which is really interesting, Cancer, you have to remember your sign, part of your gift is to be very intuitive. My moon is Cancer. That's one of my the reasons that I'm so intuitive when it comes to relationships and why I can feel those things out. My moon is in Cancer. That's why I'm clairsentient. I can feel things like that. So with that sort of gift of being able to feel through things, you're being given this opportunity while you're in a little bit of this exiled energy. If you notice, leading up until probably the middle of May, Spirit is kind of trying to get you by yourself. Well, all of us, right? We're in quarantine. But specifically you, Cancer, Spirit is finding reasons to put you by yourself in certain scenarios. And it's not because Spirit wants you to be lonely. It's because Spirit wants you to learn to sort of separate from the absorbing other people's energies and feeling your way through those things intuitively and really come into your communicative energy that's very logic based. That's what the King of Swords is about, that air energy. The King of Swords, you often hear people say, is like a great lawyer, right? It's someone who knows how to argue things from a very logical perspective, right? Who knows how to reason. that reason that's coming from you not being so connected to everyone else, from disconnecting like I had to do, because I absorbed so many foreign energies doing this right now. I'm absorbing a lot of foreign energies, even with myself protected, because people are watching in here, and a lot of people are coming on here very sad. I will absorb certain parts of that unwittingly. So with my dog needing my attention the past few days, I just had to shut off everything. And I couldn't go live. I couldn't answer emails, nothing, because I needed to give all of my precious energy to my family, to my home life, to my dog, and what was going on here. You're being called similarly to do something like that, right? But it's about giving that your energy right now, and in specifically the first 10 to 14 days of May, Cancer, giving all of your energy to your logical mind. Just like your soulmate, who for many of you is a divine masculine, how they've been tapping into their feminine energy. Remember with the high priestess coming out, what's coming out for you is these two. You're being called to tap into your masculine logical mind, which is saying to you, stop thinking so much about the things that make you feel bad, disconnected, heartbroken. So much of that energy you're absorbing isn't even yours, because you're good at feeling your way through things. You're good at it already. You're feeling the energy of someone who on the other side is not good at feeling their way through things. And so you're feeling all of that heartache and disconnected energy that they cover up. You're being called to consciously detach from them for a time. It's going to allow death to come into this situation, which is going to wake them up even more and allow the communication to improve. All the things you actually want are going to come from you doing things you may not really feel like doing. Do it. Trust in what we just saw for the soulmate. Trust that those things are coming through, and trust that you need to keep doing the things that you're being told to do here, but even in a much more aggressive manner, in a more masculine way, okay? You're being called to move out of this overthinking. It's okay to energetically be connected and watch when you need to be, just to check in. But mostly you're being called to be separate and logical right now. Check in, fine, but don't do it to the point that it gets you overthinking and blocks your truth, okay? You're coming to the end of this cycle where it's time to get over the sadness, focus on these 2 cups instead of the 3 that are spilled. You're carrying a heavy burden, but remember, the 10 of Wands is the end. That's the end. You have justice here, which is Libra energy, and it means things are going to work out in your favor. It can be hard to block those energies. You can never disconnect from a twin soul. You just can't. You really can never do it totally, but you can block the energy out. You can focus, shift the focus. You wouldn't be giving the guidance to do it if you couldn't do it enough that it would benefit you in some way. So really try doing that right now, guys. It will help you. Remember, you're on the path to abundance, and that's just not just abundance. That's a gift of something very valuable coming in for you guys for this connection. So you can trust in that, and that it's going to be a beautiful, valuable experience in the near future. But again, do your best to disconnect in order to focus yourself in on your logical mind and knowing how to reason your way through the connection. And the reason you want to do that, I can see so clearly, know things intuitively. You're being called to do the masculine side of reasoning your way through why you deserve better, why you deserve this, etc., and almost like the pros and cons column. So to what end, I don't know, but for some reason, you're definitely being called to sort of do that. I guess Spirit's sort of asserting that it's going to make it easier for you to have a little bit more of a clear perspective, because some of you, it's coming through really strongly. Some of you have a really unbalanced perspective about this connection, and you're not treating yourself, or you weren't treating yourself as well as you deserve to be treated. And so Spirit's going to keep taking that person away from you as long as you let them walk over you. And Spirit's saying they want to come back, you want them back, but you've got to learn to respect yourself and not let them walk all over you, or we're not going to let them come back. So I think that's why that's what I'm getting from it, is the reason for you to do that. What's the Mystical Shaman Oracle card for Cancer and their soulmate? Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. So there's a lot of, like I said, it's opposite mirroring. One of you is coming out with the rattle, and the other one is coming out with the mini pass card. One is card number 34, and the other is 43. They both break down to a 7. But they're opposites, 3, 4, 4, 3. So right now, a lot of the mirroring you guys are doing is in opposite fashion. One of you needs to, so they're being given the rattle, Why are they being given the rattle? Because they're being called, thank you for the love offering, Wendy. They're being given the rattle because they're being called to be the one that's, after coming into more of the feminine and connecting to the silence, then they're going to be loud and stepping back into their masculine and going after what's theirs, shaking the rattle, making noise, being very aggressive in their pursuit of this connection. But that's after a period of sort of communing with the feminine. Whereas you're being called to, yes, again, connect to your divine masculine self and your knowing. But before that, you're being called to separate a little bit, detach as much as you can, and connect to your logical mind and that masculine energy of recognizing that you deserve certain things and that there are many paths for you that would be suitable and even make you possibly happier at times than this path. Spirit needs you to acknowledge that. Spirit is saying you're selling yourself so short if you're not acknowledging that we can do anything, that with God, all things are possible. And if you think, oh, I could never be happy like this with anyone else, God's up there going, sure you could. We can do anything. Like, you're limiting the possibilities of God when you say things like that. And there are, in fact, many paths. Is this your divine path? Yeah. You guys are twins, like, obviously, 34 and 43. But part of the recognition of that is being totally okay with the possibility of not being with that person. Loving them unconditionally. If they're happy, being happy for them. That's what it's about. And it's about knowing what really counts. And right now you're being called, Cancer, to know that there are many, many acceptable and beautiful paths for you that would be fulfilling. And they're being called to shake that rattle, go after what they want. You're both moving toward the holy mountain. Wow, this is special. This is so special. You're both moving toward the holy mountain. This is card number 25, which breaks down to a 7. The 7 is a holy number of completion in Judeo-Christian traditions, which most of us come from those traditions, at least here in the Western Hemisphere. And this is a beautiful card. I see a lot of sun and moon energy, the mountain, the holy mountain, the eclipse energy. This is a twin soul relationship. You know what they say, if Muhammad won't go to the mountain. So here we go. You guys are moving toward each other's mountain, and you're going to meet each other in the middle. But it requires you to understand each other's points of view from a deep place where you've actually experienced it yourself. So, Cancer, focus on the many paths. Soulmate of Cancer, shake the rattle. Good stuff, guys. May's going to be, it looks to be a really exciting month with a lot of possibility for both you and your twin soul. For most of you, I don't know how many are watching this, but if it's resonating for you, it's probably a twin soul connection. But, you know, the only person that can confirm that is the person in the connection, not me. Okay, guys, you have a great night, and I love you. Namaste, the God within me, sees and honors the God within you. Take care.